2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. He uses one hand to drink water while flipping Rick off with the other. Rick, frustrated growl. Well, fine. Fuck y'all then. Go ahead and get whatever disease you're gonna get from that shitty water. He mutters to himself. Probably dead bodies floating upstream and shit. He looks the other direction then and sees Rusty in prayer, holding a big-ass hunting knife, which he forgot to mention he had earlier. Rusty trance-like. Oh god, this is where he he speaks backwards, basically. I just wrote all the shit backwards. See if I can read what he's saying. Se tor su natas uoi era retsam ever serp su os u yam od roy gnidib. That sounds like a word from another language. Na njur soach no ruah Simente. Oh, Simene. There's no T in that one. He uses a hunting knife to cut the palm of his hand and drip the blood into the water. Rick, Rusty, what are you doing? He runs over there and shakes Rusty to try and pull him out of his trance. Rusty wakes up and pushes Rick off. What's your damage, dude? Rick, my problem? You're cutting yourself. You're too old for that, kid. And besides, it's gonna get infected and you'll turn into one of the Walking Dead. I don't think you want that. Rusty just ignores him and uses the blood from his hand to start drawing satanic symbols on his arms. Rusty, you don't get no help from the great beyond without a little sacrifice. Rick blinks, shakes his head, puts up his hands. You're all insane. You're all insane. Fine then. If you all want to slit your wrists and fill up your bellies with plantain worms, then go right ahead. He crosses his arms and stands there sulking. Pretty boy comes over and pats him on the back. Tyree. Yeah, ease up, G-hip, before you make your nose bleed. We're just doing our things. You gotta learn to let loose a little bit, and suddenly he stops and cuts his sentence short as he hears something. He and Rick look around. Pretty boy goes over and parts some bushes with her hands, and they all look through. On the other side is, dun dun dun, the biker camp. Not just the bike gang from Dawn of the Dead either, but a bunch more of them too. All the bikers are having a big-ass party to celebrate their victory. Drinking beer, eating canned stuff, doing donuts on their bikes, and blasting Hell's Bells on a boombox. You know what's really funny is at the time I was writing this, I hadn't seen Dawn of the Dead for a while, so I just, I made it kind of biker gang how I imagine them. They would probably be in real life, just kind of a bunch of dudes and shit like that, a bunch of misogynistic, stupid dudes. But the funny thing is that when I finally saw Dawn of the Dead again, probably a year after writing this or something, then I realized that actually the real gang in the movie is more liberal than I would have even thought, because they have a couple of women in the gang, lesbians, they have a couple butch, big butch looking women, and then they have this one skinny chick. She's kind of she looks like a hippie kind of, and we were joking that maybe she is Stockholm, and stuff. And then they have they just look more loose. Today we live in such a fucking military fucking whatchamacallit, I don't know, I forgot the name of what you call it, but just a fucking a country that's just centers the military so much all the time, and everything is either related to them or based off them or has to consider the military in some way. So everything is militant, and so you just kind of picture that, oh, okay, this is a Viking, they're trying to survive. They would be as military as possible, just very we are men and blah blah blah, all this crap. But cause you want to think okay, they'd be the alt-right today or something. But it's back then in the 70s, it's oh yeah, look at this cool liberal filmmaker, and he even makes his bike gang, even though they're assholes in the movie, they're still liberal. So it's different times, man, different times. Okay, where was I? Tyree, see? They know how to relax. Rick, how the hell are we gonna get through all them? They're all up, and there's more of them than us. Meanwhile, back at the warehouse, everyone is singing together as they clean and fix the place up, like a scene out of a musical. Yeah, it's supposed to be Snow White, I would love that. Jesus Christ, imagine if you had 40 friends. I mean, I know in Snow White, it's what? Snow White. Oh, I was gonna say the dwarves are there, but they're not because all the dwarves are at work. So it's like Snow White and just like a million animals. But like, it's like, yeah, imagine having like a whole shitload of friends come over, everyone helps fix the house up. Like, you gotta be cool with other people touching your shit, but still, you know. Everyone just singing and working together, fix up a whole house in one day. Wouldn't that be bomb? Anyway, everyone, it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Okay, apparently it's not Snow White. Apparently it's Annie. Sorry. Um, Curly, who I love singing. Reminds me of Glee Club back in high school. Ah, yeah, that was the good life before I had boys to take care of. Hee hee hee. Quick flashback. A hella butch-looking 16-year-old Curly is making out with another girl in the music room at school. Set to thrash metal. Yeah. Exit flashback. Carl, Mom, come on, gross. It's funny how he like saw her flashback, you know. Curly, hee hee. Aw, you know I'm just having fun, baby. I love you. She hugs him. Carl, ugh, I can smell the booze on your breath. Hey, he was drinking too. She lets go of him and finishes her beer. Then she takes the empty can and rolls it into her hair with all the other can curlers. Such a stereotype. Does anyone ever do that anymore? I mean, I feel like it would be hard. Like, I mean, I know that's like the image is like, yeah, I use cans to roll my hair, but like, how do you make it stay? Like, do you put rubber bands around it or something? Like, how do you make your hair stay around the can? Like, I've always kind of wondered that. Anyway, Tyrone. Damn, y'all, I hope you don't mind me saying, Show Tunes is whack. I'm putting on the radio. He pulls out a little battery-powered radio from a bunch of random junk and sticks it up on one of the shelves. He starts turning through a million channels of nothing but static. Luba, as she sweeps the floor. Это звук мира людей, которые живы, а как-то тоже мертвы. That means, it's the sound of a world of people who are alive and yet also dead. I'm pretty sure that's what it says, which I think is a line from Dracula, right? Or, actually, no, I think it's House of Frankenstein. Or something, it has something to do with a vampire. I'm pretty sure it's House of Frankenstein when, Dracula takes off his ring and gives it to her. And then she, like, looks into the ring and that she says that. She's like, oh, I see a world of people who are alive and yet dead or yet alive. Something like that, she says. Anyways, Rochelle, as she works on the windows. Man, this is a state of emergency. Ain't gonna be no radio. Tyrone. There always be somebody on the radio, no matter what. He flips through a bunch more channels before finally skipping over one with a human voice. Then after that, it's just static, static, static once again. Everyone else freaking out. Go back, go back! Holy shit, that was someone! Tyrone quickly rolls back the dial while everyone else is having a damn meltdown until he finds the good station again. Voice on the radio. Once again, this is KXYZ, your station for tunes and moons during your long, hard day. This is your DJ speaking, your man on fan, Mr. JJ Wilson. Oh yeah, we love JJ. Who's better than us, huh? Canned applause. I'll be right here, so don't go anywhere. I won't keep you babies waiting any longer. I know what you really want. So here is the Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin. See, I missed this. When I listen to radio now in my car, it's just like, the fucking DJs talk for so fucking long, especially in the morning. Sometimes they play stupid games, and I don't want that. I don't want to fucking... If I wanted a talk show, I'd listen to AM radio, not the music station. Like, I wish they would have that where it's like, if I was DJing radio... my friend is a radio host, and he does a pretty good job, because he'll tell you what songs played and everything. But, like, if I was doing it, I would do it, like, just, you know, good old-fashioned, just put on songs and be like, you're about to hear da-da-da by who, so-and-so, and then after the song ends, be like, yep, that was such and such by such and such, in case somebody comes in midway, you know, and then just be like, okay, the next song is this, you know, just keep it real simple. Maybe do a little talk, but not excessive. Okay, where was I? The music starts up. Curly, oh, I love this song. Hershey's, yeah, oh man, this song reminds me of a lot of good old days. Sex parties on the beach, dropping acid, getting on with people that were passed out in their own puke. Oh yeah, the world was great before AIDS, let me tell you. All the adults drop whatever task they're doing and go gather around the radio to zone out to the song. Carl starts wandering off. Alright, let them have their little class reunion 1955 over there. I'm taking a break. It's like his parents probably weren't even born in, like, 1955. He goes and wanders off outside, just walking around a little and taking in the evening air. The sun is setting, the breeze is gentle, and the air is warm. It's so peaceful. Carl looks around. Nature is so fucking shitty. Just then he hears a voice and he looks around. Carl, huh? Who's there? He hears a voice, the voice again, singing a little la 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 song like Snow White. Carl follows the sound, and the melody gets more and more involved as he gets closer. Until at last he comes to a hidden part of the ravine, and comes out to find Judd singing, with birds all around him, a deer, and a couple of stray dogs. Carl, whoa, that's you? Judd turns around, startled. Huh? The spell is broken, and all the animals quickly turn and bolt back into the trees, scared of Carl. Carl, oh, sorry about that. Judd, oh, it's fine. They're free spirits. They go anytime they want. He sits down on a tree stump. Did you come out here to be alone? Carl, sorta. He sits down too. I just had to do my own thing. Judd, yeah, I totally feel that. Carl, really? Judd, psh, yeah, I'm 28 and I still live with my dad and brother in a crappy 2-bedroom farmhouse with no privacy. You do the math. Sounds like America. Hey, welcome to 2021, man. But actually though, I guess if he has to share a bedroom with his brother, that does kind of suck. At least I don't share a bedroom with my sister. Thank God. I have my own bedroom, so I'm very privileged and such and such. I just have 3 cats in there with me. Carl. Yeah, anyway, you sing really good. Judd looks down slightly. Aw, thanks. It means a lot. He takes out a Ziploc bag of some chewing tobacco and chews some. He offers it to Carl. Carl shakes his head. Did you sing at church? Judd. My family ain't really the church-going type. Especially seeing as Rusty was carried by a jackal and all. Carl, huh? Judd, never mind. Carl. Oh, okay. He taps his fingers, trying to think of what to say. You must love animals. They love you. The way they was all around you. Judd. Yeah, they're little darlings. Every one of them. He spits out tobacco juice and Carl shifts to dodge it, hitting him. Carl. It's almost like they was possessed. Judd, possessed? Nah, I don't do possessions. See, that's more my brother's field, if he's in the right state, at least. Carl, huh, what? Judd, yeah, he can be pretty powerful, the little bastard. He's a strong channeler. Stronger than me, to be honest, but his magic comes with a price on it. It can work for you or against you. That's why I wouldn't give my full devotion to the darkness like he did. Ye who serves is rewarded, but is also a servant. Get what I mean? Carl, Judd. Yeah, you get me. See, I went for a purer magic. He spits out tobacco juice again. Herbs, charms, little spells, you know, that kind of thing. The most powerful of the higher spirits ain't on my side, but they also don't take no bites out of me. See what I'm saying? Carl, Judd. Good talking to you. You're a good kid. Carl sighs, stands up. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk around. Judd, see ya. Carl goes off and wanders off. He goes further and further into the trees as the last rays of the sun vanish and the night comes on. Carl, I wish I had another beer. He tilts his head. I wonder what my dad's doing. Cut to Shane sitting by the radio, zoning out with everyone else. Carl, no, my other dad. Cut back to Rick and company. Glenn, hey, I don't want to be company. Cut back to our team who was out to ambush the bikers. Rick, peering through the bushes. How the hell are we gonna get through all of them? There's like 1 million of them and only 6 of us. Rusty, there's not 1 million. There's like 25 of them. Rick gives him a deadpan look. Gee, thanks, Count, the counting vampire from Sesame Street. Hey, my little niece loves to count. And this is way before she was even conceived, so cool. Glenn, maybe we can just kind of, sneak around behind him and reach out of the bushes and grab our stuff back before they notice. The others all think about it for a second, or 2, or 3. Tyree, sounds good enough to me. Next scene. Everyone is creeping around the border of the bikers' area, trying to get as close to their supplies as possible before they reach through the perimeter. Flyboy whispers, I got an overwhelming feeling we're gonna get caught. I just don't know where or when or how, but I feel it coming. Glenn, man, don't tell me that. Tyree, yeah, how come no one ever says, I got a feeling everything will be fine and it'll all work out with no hurdles? How about that shit for a change? Yeah, right? Fucking Tyree is cool. Rusty. Then there'd be no story. An audience thrives on conflict, you dumb lumberjack. Tyree, what do you call me? Rusty, you heard me. Tyree, I ought to kill you. Rick, shut up, both of you. Flyboy, you shut up, 5-0. Glenn, yeah, you shut up. They all descend down into whispered bickering all around. Pretty boy rolls eyes. Meanwhile, at the same time, two random bikers are riding around in circles on a motorcycle. Bikers drunkenly. Woo! Rodeo! Bucking bronco! The one in front, the driver, slams on the brakes, and the backseat rider goes flying off, laughing like a lunatic. Well, until he lands in the bushes right in the middle of our little company of heroes. Dead silence all around, as everyone just stares at each other. Rick, to the biker. Hey. The biker jumps right up to go running back and warn everybody. Biker, intruders! Intruder alert! All the company of heroes grab him and try to pin him down in the bushes, trying to silence him, but of course they horribly underestimate his fighting abilities. He punches Flyboy and Glenn both in the gut, knocking them down on their knees. Then Tyree grabs him and claps a hand over his mouth, but he bites the shit out of Tyree's hand and makes him drop him. He back kicks Rusty in the nuts and headbutts Pretty Boy. And then, when Rick tries to grab him, he snatches Rick's arm and judo flips him into the bushes. Holy shit. Then the biker runs off back to his colony, blowing frantically on a whistle that's hanging on a string around his neck. Rick, stop! Stop in the name of the law! He picks him up from the bushes. Aw, fuck it. All the other bikers drop whatever they're doing and look up, coming to attention when they hear the whistle. The music goes off. Beers are lowered, lap dances are paused. And when I say lap dances, I mean the bikers are giving the lap dances to each other. Haha, what, you thought these bikers had whores or something? Don't you know who I am? Whistler. Intruders! We're being invaded! Grab your weapons! Flyboy stands up suddenly from the bushes, pointing his pistol at them. Flyboy. That's right, this is the National Guard. We got you surrounded. Give up your stolen goods. The bikers don't move. They all just glare at Flyboy like they'd love to kill him. Then they start pulling out their own guns, knives, chains, etc. Tyree. I don't know if that was a good idea, Stevie Blunder. Haha, you like my joke? You see how it works on multiple levels? Rick mutters to Flyboy. Kill one of them. Flyboy, what? Rick, shoot one of them. Show you mean business. It's how us cops get respect. Let's not elaborate on that. Flyboy, I can't kill anyone. I'm just a news reporter pilot. I'm a logistics guy, not a killer. Rick, ooh, boo-hoo-hoo. You carry a gun. You gotta be ready to shoot someone. Oh god. Rick slaps Flyboy on the ass and makes him involuntarily shoot the gun right into Whistler. Whistler collapses straight down on the ground like you'd probably expect. Our little company of heroes quickly all duck down behind the bushes to hide. Whistler, whimpering. Help me. His friends kneel down with him, but they can't really do anything for him. Other biker growls, grips his knife. This guy's dead. I don't care if he is the National Guard. The biker makes a move to go over and probably slash Flyboy's throat, or something like that. But he doesn't get more than a couple steps before a hand grabs his shoulder from behind and stops him. We hear a serious voice, the voice of a boss with first letter is capitalized. As Dashie would say, boss. Voice, easy puppies, what's going on here? The bikers look over to see Blade, still looking all swagger like before. Biker number 2. The National Guard is here, and they shot Whistler. You know what's funny is, like, it's so awkward how they didn't just leap into action, like, they're kind of all standing around while this guy is suffering on the ground. But honestly, after I've seen some fucked up shit on the internet, I feel like that's actually more realistic, you know, in a weird way. Blade looks all around, but he doesn't see a trace of our heroes, since they're all hiding in the underbrush. Blade goes over to Whistler instead, who's coughing blood and shivering. Whistler, don't let me die. Blade, don't worry, I'll take care of you. He kneels down and gives Whistler a couple pets on the head to make him feel better. As soon as he stands back up, he uses his machete and whack! Chops the guy's head right off. All the other bikers jump back slightly, kind of horrified. Alright, that's a good place to end.